gave us that reason to smile as a country.
And Baptuju, what is your message to the fans? I mean, for many years we've been not supporting Bafana Bafana. What's your message to the nation?
Well, we support performance. You see, when you perform well, no one is going to be pushed to come and support you. But when you perform well, people wake up at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., some even camp outside the international airport just to receive you because you are performing well. So good performance will always be rewarded. And Bafana Bafana doesn't have to call for anyone to support it. They must just perform well. They will see how much our people support them. Because we have no any other option. There is no any other country we can support except them. So the fact that we are not showing up, we are avoiding being hurt. You see, it is so people just stay away. But when you perform well, people are going to come out in their numbers. Very rare and very unheard of that you can have here at OR Tambo International Airport support us at 3 a.m. That is a sign of commitment. That's a sign of love. That's a sign of appreciation because you have done something good. Ordinarily, they were supposed to come in and then just go home without anyone being here. And it will be justifiable because it is in the early hours of the morning. But when people have done well for the country, people have demonstrated their love for you, and you have returned that love with love, they will sleep here at the airport to come and receive you and show the whole world that they care. What made me to come is it was their performance. You know, you must lose after putting up a fight. There was a period where Bafana were like real cows for real. A stationed ball, they could miss it. But this time we saw the highest form of football, which is internationally competitive, and the standards are too high. So when people have lost, but after putting up such a big fight, you have to go to them and say, well done, to encourage them. They will perform much better, hopefully in June.
President, I'm looking at how you dominated the arena. The whole airport is red. How important is it for everyone within the political sphere to support whatever that is happening in the country, not only when it's voting time, but you guys as the EFF have filled the airport from as early as 4 o'clock when we got here. It was already red. What methods did you use, and how important is it for everyone to come on board and support all the national teams equally, irrespective of the race and the sporting code?
Well, if you look at Bafana games at FNB in the recent past, you will not miss an EFF flag in the stadium. We've always took a conscious decision. No matter the performance, they are us. And to denounce them will be to denounce ourselves. So we've been traveling this journey with them. And I'm very happy that it's now proving to be something worth receiving our attention. And therefore, I will not speak for others because we were told that sports unite us. So we came and we never said no one must not come. So if they decide to stay away, it is their own reasons and they may have good reasons. But we thought we must go and give them support, and we consciously took that decision because we knew they are arriving at early hours of the morning, and the most likelihood is that the place will be so empty. And we were right, because if we had not shown up with the numbers we shown up with, they were not going to be well received, and the speculations out there would have been, well, they are being rejected. We must be stronger together in all sporting codes. It must not be selective and racialized. Where you have the whole contingent of people coming to receive Bafana. You can't see hardly two white people and it's something you must not talk about because you are dividing us. But when it is white sports, we are all there, including those who have got no idea about the sport. But the fact that the country is happy, you want to be happy with it because you are patriotic. We can't say the same. It's so unfortunate. But nevertheless, we must continue to love ourselves. We must not love ourselves depending on the love of others towards us. We love ourselves, whether they are here or not. We must always show up for each other.
CAC, we're from Newsroom Africa. Not so long ago, there's talk around the country regarding leadership at SAFA. But then you see that whenever there's national teams that go out and play and do very well, there seems to be this danger where it marks up sort of what is happening from inside, where we stop talking about it because Bafana Bafana has done well, and then we think that all is good and dally. How do we make sure this time around that, yes, the achievement of Bafana Bafana, not sounding pessimistic, the achievement doesn't mask the fact that there's still work that needs to be done within the federation in terms of the leadership side?
Well, it's not necessarily must. We're looking at the occasion, so you must have a sense of occasion. That the fact that Denny must go still remains. He needs to go, but for now we want to concentrate on celebrating Bafana Bafana and not spoil the whole celebration with politics of football. Our being here, our listening to Danny here, it doesn't make him a good leader who can't respond to simple questions of how much people are going to get, because they must be robbed in some corners without us knowing that they are not receiving what is due to them. It must be said publicly, so that we can judge whether they receive their money or not. So if it's not said in public, it's said in some private arrangement. Instead of 1 million, each player is given 500,000, and then when they talk, they say, but we never said we're going to give you 1 million. So it has always been 500,000. But we'll never know as to what is the commitment. Patrice Motsepe does it very well. He announces there and there where the money is going, which player will get how much. But those are the debate for another day. We are not ignorant of the fact that we need drastic changes in the leadership of SAFA. We need talent, and that talent is hidden in the villages and in townships and suburbs. And how do you unearth that talent? You need to revive the school sports. School sports has collapsed, and therefore once you revive it, you're going to realize that the people you are looking for are actually at that space. They are unable to unleash their talent because there is no sufficient investment in development. But that is for something else. For now, we are happy. Bafana Bafana made us proud.
Yeah.
Thank you.
President,
yes.
Just the final one. I think the red card we all celebrated. And, when we were leaving yesterday, I asked Grant about your post in Abidjan, and he talks about the role you've played in his life and being a family friend as well.
Yeah, Grant is my younger brother. I know him from when he was young.